Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars in LaBelle Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the UCF Knights, taking on another team from the Big 12, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. BYU ready to put a foot to it and get this game going. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So UCF's offense will take the first swing of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense tonight.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
The Knights are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Jackson will throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Knights send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week. Just called on one time. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. So BYU's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, Dave.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Just those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. When you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Hagan. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39. And the Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback running on the draw. And this one will be stopped for no gain. All right, guys, let's chat about BYU. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Looking for the 4th down conversion, BYU comes to the line. Trying to get it to the marker. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. They go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Continues to fight for yards. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Jackson gonna throw it. Finds his tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The modest gain on the completion completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
The Knights line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
Yeah, I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them.
Time to take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on third down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Listen, sometimes you know as a quarterback, I got to scramble, I get outside the pocket, nothing's there, live to fight another down. Good job not forcing the football, incompletion, move on.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. But see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Cole finds his man on the left. Still running at the 40. Running through contact. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The Knights want to crank the tempo.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Here's the pressure. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Jackson will throw. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Knights are moving quickly down the field. They'll leave it with him. Turning it on. Got some room entered to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, UCF. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job. And that helped lead to the home run.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. We've reached the end of the period, and it's UCF holding the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Moving in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Right back to it. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Grabbed over the middle. It's Buckmeyer. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Pulls it in. It's Martin. A defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Cougars really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They just keep firing. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Unloads it downfield. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Jackson gonna throw it. Pressure coming. He's gonna take off. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
It's complete on the right side. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. And the returner will be knocked down. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. They'll try the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there. They're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the... Breaks into the open. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Trying play action. Buying some time as he moves left. He's got it inside the 15. He's brought down the 1. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cougar! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
On the move, it's Nixon. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
That's caught. It's Burke. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Burke. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. The Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll use. Jackson will throw. He's got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Gets it out quickly. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
The Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Got him downfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The give to the lone running back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Off the play fake. Grabbed in the middle. It's Roberts. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, BYU! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They get him stopped, but not before. He gets it out to the 40-yard line. One more snap coming before halftime. Jackson gonna throw it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and that's gonna do it for the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Provo. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to our broadcast team inside Lavelle Edwards Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Knights will kick it off to start the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. He'll do it himself. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Knights with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Jackson will throw. Got rid of it just in time.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Punt is on its way. Let's see what he can do with it. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. To the air on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Martin. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. And the Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off play action. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Safe completion on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. They'll go to the ground. Nice move to pick up yardage. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Jackson gonna throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Knights moving quickly to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Pulls it in, it's Nixon. Go broke, taking a profit, no matter how small, just keep building up the bank account.
Yep, and give up those big plays. A lot of times they're going to force you to be patient, and when you show them you can do that, it will pay dividends in the long run.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. They'll run play action. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. The Knights decide to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying to get the corner. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. To the ground with the back. And BYU will get the 1st down.
Really nice run there. And you've seen him do this a time and time again in this game so far. You've got the lead. We're way late in the 3rd quarter now. Not going to surprise me if they just keep leaning on this guy a little bit. Keep force-feeding him the football because he is looking really good.
Finds his man. It's Ryan. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these 2 guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped him pick up that 1st.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Toss sweep to the right. They almost got a 1st down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, the power run here. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Leaves it with the running back. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Fires left. Got a wide open receiver. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Man, that D tackle is cat quick. He exploded out of his 3-point stance, got immediately into the backfield, and he was able to get that tackle for loss.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Got it in the middle, it's Hagan. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
Man, did the defense need the stop. Great job getting the third down stop. They needed to force a punt. They got to get their offense the football back so they have a chance in this football game. Really nice execution by this defense.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
Jackson will throw. Here's a hit. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Knights have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Catch in the middle. It's Thomas. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. Going for the marker on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
The situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. And because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving the stadium with an L.
This offense has it with really good field position. Here's the handoff. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. And a quick shuffle pass. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. He uncorks one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he missed it. No good. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Got his man downfield. At the 45 on his way. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
The Knights want to move quickly. Jackson gonna throw it. Rush is on him. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Burke. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. Offense working from the pistol. Tight end now in motion. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. BYU with the 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. Toss to the outside. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Balls at the 18. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Chucked it away just as he was hit. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. The run to the right. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is extended a little further. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Jackson will throw. Pocket breaking down. Makes the catch. It's Burke.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be thrown to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So
pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Under fire. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. I'm sure they would have liked to have locked up a bowl trip much earlier in the season, but in this particular case, what does bowl eligibility mean for the offseason?
well, it means 15 extra practices at the bowl game to develop young players. Getting to a bowl game helps your recruiting. It's going to help in the portal, and all of a sudden people are going to get a lot more excited for what's coming next season, David.
Yeah, and I think this squad, I don't think they're excited about the practices necessarily, but a lot of these seniors that have been around, man, they get another dance. They get a chance to play another football game, make some more memories with their boys, so this is a big win today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation